Say this girl, this girl that wrote jam that committed suicide. Do you know that this girl would have been alive today if her parents actually have, if her parents actually tell her, huh, that not be school that they make person they become successful for life. That if you want to become a millionaire today, say not be school go fit make you become millionaire. This girl for their life today. This wrong narrative maybe say they don't push for this society where they as if say everybody just believe that if you want to become somebody in life, you must go to school. No. Even the school self, the school not able to teach you how to make money, how to multiply money. The only thing school teach them is how to read and write, how to express themselves in the public. Because if that girl know, say, even whether she go school, she not go school, she can still become successful in life. That girl would have still been alive today. Maybe all for all I care, maybe the parents now would have told her that the only way we can come out of this poverty, the only way we can be successful is for you to go to school and become somebody in life. And now she feel that burden in her. And she feel like her dream is taken away for her. But she never knew that evil handwork, evil trade would have also make her become a very successful person in the future. A very young girl. What am I trying to say? You see, this narrative where our parents push give us from when we small, this generation, we need to start pushing a different narrative to our children and to the next generation to come. That it is not solely school that guarantee your success. Yes, it's not only school that guarantee your success. Any any kind of good handwork you learn, trade or anything you learn can actually lead to your success. So I'm hoping that that because if we if we are not careful, there will be a lot of more of this kind of cases in the future. Maybe if our parents actually took her outside and show her the number of people that are graduates, but yet they still many of them does not have job. Many of them are still not successful. Maybe she would have considered twice before taking her own life. Because if I should go with the narrative our parents pushed to us when we were young, maybe by now we forgot. Because the narrative we get then is that you must go to school, you must read, you must do this because before you can become successful. Now I can tell you that over millions of graduates, those of them that come with first class, many of them are roaming the street. And trust me, maybe if it's high time we start pushing the real narrative that school only give you that experience when it comes to read and write and also give you the privilege of expressing yourself in the public. But after school, what you need is hard work and the right connection. Yes. What you need is hard work and the right connection. As a matter of fact, the right connection. Because with that connection, plus your education, plus your first class, you might still end up being a cab driver. And that makes me want to say this. Jam, I know say right from when I was small now I hate una. Make I no lie, I just hate una because the one frustrate me when I small. I hate una with passion. Because at the end of the day, that one year wey dey take dey prepare for jam, if as you say as we dey prepare dey read, they cause okay, they go put another kind of skill program join the whole jam thing so that when if you could not meet the cutoff mark, the next year you are at home waiting for the same jam next year, you can use that skill you have learned to get yourself into or the guy who call it whether na IT or call it industrial training, anything you call it. Wey be say if jam give you that result that okay you didn't make the cutoff mark but you graduated with good grade when it comes to this key acquisition program which you actually take under the JAM program, probably they will give you that industrial idea later. You can use that later to go to any of those company around. Probably you can start working there within that 1 year. while waiting and preparing yourself for the next jam. And it's also a good one, because even when you gain admission into school, if your parents are not well to do, those skills you have learned during this process, you can use those skills to while schooling, you can still be working and be, making money to buy your textbook, your handout, pay your practical and things like that, because you know that your parents is not well to do. Because at the end of the day, many of the children right now that are in higher institution, many of them have ended up becoming prostitute. Some of the boys have turned fraudsters. Some of them have turned robbers in school there. Why? Because the parents doesn't have what it takes to provide for them. But if JAM, which is the almighty JAM, if you guys are very wise, like you people claim you are, probably you would have actually introduced a program inside that your JAM program, whereby as you are preparing for JAM, you'll be training the people that register for JAM on this special skill acquisition program. Yes, now that would have, I think that this would have been most of the way to even save many of all those unnecessary problems that we are seeing up and down. Because if this young lady, let's assume that this young lady, if she did not pass the JAM, and she saw the result that she just passed the JAM, because she trusts herself and she actually passed the skill acquisition program, then probably if she's feeling down, maybe her parents will tell her that, don't you know that even without going to school, with this skill that you have learned, you can still become very successful in life. Look at the world today. Go to the world today. Most of all the company in the white man place, they don't believe in come and speak BB grammar for them. What they want to do, come and show practical. Show me what you know. That is why I don't. I always say that I know they like people who they speak big too much grammar. Not because I don't speak too much grammar, because the fact remains that what is communication? Communication that when I talk, you understand. If I'm talking and you not dey understand wetin I dey talk, that means I'm not communicating, I'm only just talking. If I'm communicating and you are understanding me, that is when I'm talking. So for me to talk, for you to understand, maybe my educational level full with so many grammar, because I know some people then when I was growing up, they go wake up in the morning every day, they go open dictionary, pick one big grammar, they will go read am, go memorize am, use that till they talk every day. See, they want to know at least 100 language in a whole year. How many of them don't use that in take get work today? How many of them don't use that in take get work today? So let's call the spade a spade. JAM, this high time you guys need to improvise. Your paper, whatever, like I say, I don't like una write from beginning. I no go lie, make I not call they call lie. I don't like una write from beginning, because all this whole thing, everything, reading and everything, you find that it had nothing to your life. After school, and I will tell you today, many people wey dey carry for school, many of them cannot even read well, many of them cannot even create better sentences. Now when they start to dey live life after school, explosion of life, na that they start know how to construct English, start to dey live well right now. I'm not saying school is a waste of time. School give you the basic knowledge, how to read and write. But one thing you should understand, that school does not teach financial freedom in school. They don't teach you how to manage finance, how to make money in school. And that is the most important thing in life. But school does not teach you that. So, what is the essence? It's for you to go there, learn how to read and write. If you want to become successful in life, just know that you need a skill. So maybe we need to start in putting this in our young generation, so that many of them will not commit suicide in the future again. And as for JAM, people should go and correct your error. And if probably the next exam you people want to set, make it look like exam where human being wan write. Not all this one wey Minister of Education dey come dey talk say they are making it tight so that there will be no exam malpractice. Even inside life, exam malpractice dey na call exam wey be say they no go use that to do anything for life. And we just deceiving ourselves, making life difficult for our own self in the country. Anyway, I've said my own part. Condolence to the family, and may her soul rest in peace.